Here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice physical challenge. And this is Luis Suarez. Searching pass he's played there. Chance to deliver. It's a goal kick. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Rashford. Neymar. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it? The way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposite...
And the finish! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And this is Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Rashford. No way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Out to the left it goes. Hullet. Good chance here! That's got him rattled. Looking for options for movement. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Played down the flank. Rashford picks it up out wide. Gattuso gets across and deals with it. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. McAllister. No, that's been intercepted. Albert Ferrer. And it's Messi. Over to the left. Japan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. It'll be a throw-in. Pull it. Good ball, good take. It's out for a goal kick. Irwin. Can he get it through? Now it's Olise. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Now it's Azar. Tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. McAllister. Played out to the left flank. Out for a throw. Thuram. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Gattuso. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's been cut out, well played. And it's McAllister. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Se ruega a su padre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Aimed beyond the defence. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Irwin. Olise. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. McAllister. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Rashford. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this. Rummenigge! They've scored! What an incredible feat, a legendary feat. 200 wasn't enough, nor 300. Now he hits 400. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rashford gets into a good position. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Decent chance! Fabulous from McAllister. He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
McAllister simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Japan have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. And it's Rashford. McAllister is the team's great visionary. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Might want to be careful there.
Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Cambio de jugadores.
Japan choosing to make the first change. Now it's Luis Suarez. And Messi! Japan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, they could be caught out here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21, Hazard. El dorsal 9, Luis Suárez.
Chooses to go
Serán
cross-field.
sustituidos por
Rashford
el dorsal
is
11,
someone who's
Villa.
always looking to
El
catch the
dorsal
eye with his
20.
trickery. McAllister. He's through and all alone! He's having a shot! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Japan take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gullit is in a really good position out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! He scores! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
En el minuto 84.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me.
He's going for
El
goal!
dorsal 22.
Oh, nice! Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Rashford. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And it's Robertson. Very nicely done. Not the most convincing of passes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Robertson. Spread neatly. Thuram wins the duel this time. Davids. Ambitious ball here. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo goes steaming forward. Kokchu! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Kokchu deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Irwin with the short one. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot and that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rummenigge collecting the match ball, and it is his. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Japan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.